and welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to navigate the user interface and specifically how to find your way around in the project workbench. Okay, so I'm going to open up my public workspace where I've got a folder with 2 projects inside of it. I've got my small little building demo, which I'll use for today's example. Okay, so I'm just going to double click on that, which is going to launch the project. So I'm now inside of the project workbench where I can browse the project data and edit the project and so forth. Okay, so to get started, you will notice that there's 2 navigation bars on the left hand side of your screen. You can think of this as sort of your main menu, which you can expand, and your secondary menu. So we've got modules, and these are the modules inside of the system that we can launch. And then we've got preferences, and we've got the project preferences that we can set. All right, both of these navigation bars can be expanded and collapsed if you need more space on your screen. And if you click on any of these modules, it's now going to launch that modules. So if, for example, you want to browse the resources that you've created in this project, you can simply click it, and that automatically opens up the resource scene for you. Okay, so I'm going to collapse this just to get some more space. All right, and whenever you open up any module in Lula Build, you'll typically have your table in the center of the screen, and then on the right-hand side of the screen, you've got these icons which we refer to as action tabs in Lula Build. Once again, if you want to see what the icon stands for, you can expand it and you can see that's your filter, that's your column, and that's your reports. And if you click on any of these icons, it will slide open an additional tab with extra tools that you can apply to your data set. All right, so a useful analogy here is to think of the main scene as sort of your workbench. And then you've got these drawers that you can slide open to pull out additional tools to apply to your workbench. All right, so if, for example, you want to filter your data set, you open up your filter and simply select one of the filters that you want to apply. All right. Okay, and this sort of workflow is used throughout in Lula Build. So if you open up a scene, the first thing you should do is look in your action bars for any of the applicable tools that you want to apply. And if you can't find it there, then have a look at the menu bar, which you can open up from the kebab menu. All right. So all Lula Build tables have got these so-called checkboxes. So if you select any of these checkboxes, you can apply action to multiple items at once. So if I select more than one resource, you'll see that the kebab menu shifts up from the line itself to the table header, where if I click on it, I can now apply action. So if I remove these resources, it'll remove both of the selected resources. Right, and once again, this is used throughout all of our scenes. I've got these checkboxes and the same sort of workflow applies. Okay, if you open up any module in Lula Build, it will create quick access tabs for you at the top. So I've opened up my resources and my tags, so I don't need to access it again via the navigation bar. I can access it via the tabs, active tabs bar here at the top. And your active scene is always underlined with a blue sort of underlining. All right, and you can obviously close these up if you don't want to have them open. Okay, so that's the way you would access your main modules in Lula Build. If you want to edit the project data, the metadata of the project, like the project name, and you want to invite additional users to collaborate with you on your project, you can switch over to the project preferences, which I can open up. And seeing that this is a public workspace, I can't invite additional users to this workspace. But if you've upgraded your workspace to a premium or to an essential workspace, there would be options here at the bottom to invite additional users and to set their level of access to this project, whether they can edit your project or just view it, etc. And if you want to edit the main project info, you've got some action tabs on the side here. So I've got my info action tab. So here I can set a bunch of additional information, like I can give the project a code, I can change the name. So if we just want to call this the small building example, we can do that. And there's a bunch of additional fields that you can populate here. All right. Yeah, Yes, and that's about it for navigating the user interface. If you want to log out of the system, you can click on the user icon in the top right hand corner where you've got the option to log out. Okay, so please join us for our next video where we're going to be showing you how to import and create your first bill of quantities.